go.
Okay guys, here we go. Gun rate to high, master arm on, ACM, put the TV on. He's directly in front of us, F-18 Hornet. Turn on these console lights and we'll hit the floodlights on. Beautiful. You can see on the camera there, that's a Hornet off in front of us. Now this is definitely going to be a challenge for a Tomcat going into a turning fight with a Hornet, but I'm going to give it a try here today.
12 o'clock.
Alright, here's the merge. And merged. There he goes.
6 o'clock.
Okay, one circle fight here. There he is, 12 o'clock.
12 o'clock.
Okay. Just about the same turn radius, so that's good for me.
6 o'clock.
Here we go, back into it. Looks like he's pulling tighter circles than me here. Over the top.
6 o'clock.
Okay, see, he's starting to get a better advantage position than me. So what I'm going to try to do here is pull him into a low speed turn fight on the ground, which is kind of risky because the Hornet's better at that than me, but I'm going to try to exploit the vertical once I pull him down here.
8 o'clock high.
I'm sorry, just had to fix my track IR there. Okay, he's on my 6 here. I'm going to cut speed, cut throttle. Okay, he's trying to line up a shot. We're going to keep our cool, keep pulling high G's, and then we're going to reverse the turn and jink the other way at the expense of energy here. Now he's got to figure out a new firing solution. Okay, so I lost visual. 6 o'clock. I don't see him.
6 o'clock high.
6 o'clock high.
6 o'clock.
I don't see him. There he is.
11 o'clock.
Okay, he's low. He's got me locked up. So he sees me for sure. And here we go. I got him in that low speed fight that I want.
4 o'clock high.
There he is, going vertical a little bit. Okay, you see that? I just pulled on a 6.
You got this. Shoot him.
And here he goes. He's on the deck. He knows I'm on a 6 here. His RWR is probably driving him crazy. And you can see he's trying to he keeps extending away from me here. And if I'm correct, what he's going to try to do is force a scissor. And in a scissor, I'm going to be in big trouble on a Tomcat. He's going to be in a much better position in a Hornet. So I need to see when he's about to do a scissor and then counter it with a high yo-yo. Okay, so he got a higher turn up there. I was keeping my throttle low because I didn't want to overshoot. And he out-turned me at the top, and he's coming back down.
4 o'clock low.
He's down here somewhere.
9 o'clock.
9 o'clock, so I'm just going to turn 9 o'clock even though I can't see him. I'm going to turn into him. There he is. He's high. Almost blacking out here.
5 o'clock.
5 o'clock. He's trying to get back on my 6.
Shit, he's on our 6. Time for that pilot shit.
Where is this guy?
High.
Okay, I don't think he has visual on me either. He doesn't know where I am.
8 o'clock high. He's coming right.
I don't
4
see
o'clock.
him. There he is. He's on my 6. I see him. There he is.
3 o'clock high.
Okay, I got... Yep, there he goes. He's got too much energy, he couldn't get his nose around. Okay, we're extremely low on the deck here, so this is very high risk. See trees just zooming by there. And there he is, 12 o'clock high.
12 o'clock.
And there he goes, right over the top. There he is. Okay, we're just going to maintain this because we're out-turning him right now. So I'm going to maintain this advantage here. He's reversed his turn. See, he's trying to force that scissor I was talking about here.
12 o'clock.
And there he goes. I'm not going to follow. I'm not going to go into a scissor fight with the Hornet, so I'm going vertical. This is the high yo-yo.
3 o'clock low.
He sees what I'm doing. He's going to follow me vertical.
12 o'clock low.
Okay, he had to put burner on because he didn't have enough speed. Which tells me that I'm in a better energy state than he is. There he goes over the top, and I'm nicely positioned on his 6 o'clock here.
12 o'clock.
Okay. Oh. Right here. Come on. Oh, he's getting...
12 o'clock. 12 o'clock.
He's getting frisky here. I'm going to keep my nose here. I think he's going to cross in front. He's going to cross in front. Come on, come on. There he is. Oh, nice.
Bandit is going down.
Took his wing right off. Look at that. Hey. Man, that was hard. I had to work for that. I had to work for that kill. God damn. Alright guys, so here is our Tacview. We got Sajjad in the blue Hornet over here, and we got myself in the red Tomcat, and we're just going to go ahead and fast forward. This is the merge. Look at my speed. I'm at 381, and he is at a true air speed of 611. So he's doing much faster speeds, obviously, as we merge. And that being said, I do manage to pull a pretty nice turn, I think. It's not exactly as tight as the Tomcat can do, but I didn't want to bleed off all of my energy here as I pulled around. I don't want to stall midair. And so he is doing the same thing, but notice how he's able to pull that turn. He's going to be able to pull it so tight that he's going to get a snapshot off here. Okay, now he's down to 372. Now that's a testament to the Hornet's ability to bleed off airspeed very quickly and do, like, you know, crazy turns and stuff like that. So here he gets that snapshot off, and I get lucky and it kind of just grazes over me. Here we're going to merge. Now the one thing to talk about here is this is how downward spirals get created. Okay, basically I have a problem here, and that is that I have a more maneuverable aircraft. I'm pretty much going to be on my 6 in a minute. So what he's going to do is, obviously, having just flew by me, he's going to try to turn around. Okay, now that means that I have two options. I can climb. Sorry, I have three options. I can climb, I can come this way, and both of these solutions so far create a situation where when he loops around, he basically ends up on my 6, right? What I want to do is, instead of using these two, I want to use the third option, which is to come and turn back into him. All right, if I turn back into him, I'm creating a problem for him to solve again, and that problem is, how do I get back on his 6? Okay, now that's basically the goal here. I'm trying to create as many problems for him as I can until I can kill. Alright, so you can see I'm turning back around, and right here is really where I notice that I'm totally defensive, because I'm seeing a Hornet that's able to pull his nose up much higher than mine. Okay, and he's much faster, And look at the turns though. You know, they're pretty much the same, but I'm a little bit lower. He's got his nose up. What is that called? Nose authority, right? He's got much higher nose authority than I do in a Tomcat, and so he's able to get that nose up real quick, right? See that? And this is right here is where I noticed that he's going to be able to slip up on my 6 really nicely as I come under him. And that's exactly what happens, right? He manages to slip onto my 6. So once again, we have another problem, right? I have a guy who's going to try to do this. So what do? If I fly this way, he ends up on my 6. So what I need to do is turn back into him. All right, how am I going to do that? I'm going to invert the aircraft, and I'm going to turn back into him here. All right, once again, he's going to, you know, manage to slip up on my 6 here. And at this point, I've accepted the fact that, you know, I'm totally defensive and I'm not going to be able to win this downward spiral that's happening here. So what's going to happen is I'm going to try to pull him down to the ground where I can fight him in a low speed turning fight. And that is dangerous to do against the Hornet, and the Tomcat definitely has a boom and zoom ability when it comes to fighting a Hornet. Like, I could fly off and probably fly much faster than him, come around, but I kind of wanted to just try the turn fighting here, and that is dangerous against the Hornet. But if you exploit some of the Tomcat's abilities, and you'll see them here in a little bit, I felt like I could maybe get an edge on him, so I was going to try that. Now as I come down, he manages to pull around, and I make a mistake somewhat here in the fact that I present my 6 o'clock to him. You see that? I perfectly presented the 6, which allows him to come around and get a snapshot off at me right here. Okay, now his mistake here, which is the reason why I don't die, is he's not pulling enough of a lead. Okay, he wants to be leading me so that when he shoots, his bullets are going to come out in front. And what he is doing is a pure pursuit. Okay, he's following with a nose on me. He should be leading me. Okay, and because of that mistake, what happens is here where he shoots, right, notice how his nose is still on me, not in front of me. When he gets that snapshot off, it's going to fall short. Alright, now look at his speed, 529, 458, and he's going to, I don't want to say overshoot, but not totally be able to get on my 6, which forces him to come back around. And I'm doing this because I thought he would be over here, so I thought I was solving a problem again. Turns out I wasn't, and I presented my 6 to him somewhat. As he comes back around, I noticed the mistake, so once again I'm turning back into him. However, I am going a little bit vertical here, and the reason I'm going vertical is because I want to bleed off a little bit of energy and see if I can force him to just shoot over me, right? Now as I do that, he manages to get his nose up and get some more rounds off. Once again, this is due to the Hornet's you know, maneuverability and also like nose authority. You know, you can really pull your nose up nicely in a Hornet. So he pulls that up real quick, see that, and he gets off some rounds. And it seems like he's doing a little bit of spraying and praying, and it's my personal opinion that, you know, you need good trigger discipline, right? This is the kind of thing that makes you run out of ammo. Alright, so he's going to miss those. I'm going to go over him. He's going to come around onto my 6. You see this? Once again, more shooting, okay, more spraying and praying. You want to be careful with that, because sometimes you're not just fighting one guy, sometimes it's 2. You don't want to use all your ammo on one guy, when if you line up a burst, and a 5-second burst of 50 rounds is going to down an aircraft, and you spent over 300 rounds shooting into the air, you know, it's not very efficient. Okay, so now I've got him on the deck, alright, and I'm trying to force him to turn with me. He's much better at the turning than I am, and so what you can see here is I'm pulling my nose around. He's a little low on his speed here, but I mean, it's still not that bad for a Hornet, but you can see I'm getting these really nice turns as I'm on the corner speed of the Tomcat, which allows me to, look at this, just pull right up on his 6 o'clock. And because look at this turn, this is not a good turn by a Hornet. Okay, this is a nice tight turn, and getting tighter every time as I bleed more energy as I pull these turns, right? And I'm gonna pull out on his 6 o'clock here, and he's made a major mistake at this point. All right, major mistake. And so what he's gonna do is try to extend away from me, and I'm keeping my speed low because I'm kind of like nervous that he's gonna, I mean, I'm excited I'm on a 6, but I'm kind of nervous that he's gonna try to pull something, so I'd like to keep my distance here. And what happens then is he goes vertical, and you know, I try to climb that with him, but he goes up and he loops back around. And I wasn't expecting him to be able to do this quickly, but he's gonna come back over me, and he's going to try to pull back around, put his nose on me, and at this point I basically lost visual on him. I was looking down here for him, and I didn't know he was over here, and Jester was making all kinds of weird calls, and at this point I lost visual of him, and he very clearly lost the visual of me. Okay, so you can see the two of us are just doing loops here looking for each other. Now what happens is I see him, and therefore I'm going to turn back into him. Let me just get rid of some of these lines here. I see him and I'm going to turn back into him. He sees me and he slips up on my 6 o'clock here. I'm going to reverse my turn and try to drop my altitude here. He's going to follow that back down once again on my 6. And once again, he's going to make the mistake of not leading the shots. Alright, so if you're going to do this, if you're going to do this spray and pray thing, you better at least lead your target. Okay, you want your nose to be, you know, leading him, so that when you fire your bullets, they hit him. When you do a pure pursuit, which is what he's doing, his nose pointed at me, he's firing those rounds, not going to fall short. And you can see a pretty good example of it here, and you see them, they're falling short. By the time they get to me, they're short, and I'm flying right by, and he got a little target fixation here, and he didn't manage to continue with his turn. And what that does is that creates an opportunity for me pull onto a 6, but he's going to be able to bleed a lot of energy really quickly, but so am I. I'm right around the corner speed of the Tomcat here, and I'm not sure what happened here for him. Pretty sure he just lost visual and didn't know where I was. He just made an estimation and turned back around. Actually no, he probably saw me at this point, which is why he turned back into me. And we're gonna do what's basically a merge here, and this is the point that I was saying he's trying to do a scissor. Okay, this is called a rolling scissors, and what it is it looks like one aircraft like this, then he comes around, you know, and then he continues and does this, and I do this, and the objective is to make one guy overshoot the other guy so you can be on his 6 o'clock. Alright, now I would be very dumb to play this game with a Hornet, right? So, because he's going to be able to get on my 6 really easily with his ability to bleed speed and all that other stuff. And so what I'm going to do is, instead of playing that game with him, I'm pulling vertical. Okay, this is called a high yo-yo. And a high yo-yo is going to be, you know, you got an aircraft that's flying like this, and you're trying to stay on his 6 o'clock, but let's say you're fast, okay, or you wanna maintain your 6 o'clock position on him as he pulls the turn, because he's gonna bleed energy as he pulls this turn, right? So what you're gonna do is go vertical and come back on his 6, okay, so that you're traveling a larger distance than he is, okay. So that's basically what I'm going for, a high yo-yo here. And it's also going to allow me to bleed a little bit of energy as I go vertical. So look at that bleeding of the energy. We started the scissor, the attempted rolling scissors here at 307. By the time I commit and I go vertical, I'm at 270. Okay, he still hasn't come vertical with me. That's bad reaction time here. Okay, he does eventually make the right decision and come vertical as well, but by then I'm at 260. I'm already at the top of my loop and I'm coming back down. Okay, now he's going to try to climb that up. Now he makes the mistake of turning the wrong way. See that? He solved my problem for me. If he turned this way, he would have created a problem for me. The fact that he turned away from me solved my problem. And I can now pull around on his 6. Okay, at this point I'm just going to hide these. And okay, so I'm going to get some rounds off. I think I make the same mistake here. Yeah. Now the one thing to note about this nose on thing is based on distance. Like if I'm really close to him, then I'm not going to lead. I'm going to put it right on him. And I make the mistake here of thinking that I'm closer than I am. Okay. Now I'm also very target fixated. I'm not really using my mind. I should be leading the aircraft, just like I said he should have been. And therefore my rounds are going to fall short of him. Okay. And that was a good one though. That one almost hit him. Notice the lead, right? See this? Right before I fire. Yeah, you see those bullets? They're leading him. The nose is pointed in front of his aircraft and the bullets are leading him, but they do just go right over the wing here. And he's going to get away with that one. Alright, so he's going to go vertical, which is basically what I did to him. He's going to go vertical and hope that, you know, he can force an overshoot. And what happens here is he gets himself killed, because as he goes up and I'm looking at his aspect, okay, and I'm seeing that he's going to try to reverse his turn and come this way, and I was looking at my crosshair and it was right here. Okay, this is my crosshair. It's kind of a terrible drawing, but you get my point. And I was like, if I could just maintain this for a second or two, he's going to make the mistake of crossing my crosshair, and I'm going to be able to put a couple rounds on him. And that's pretty much essentially what happens. As he comes around, I get my rounds off. And, you know, you saw in the video, it takes off that wing right there. It just sawed his wing right off. And that's it. Alright guys, so that's going to be the video for today. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm definitely getting a little bit better with the Tomcat. I'm still not great. Big thank you to Sajjad for coming out and flying with me here. I hope that you guys enjoyed the video. At the very least, you found it entertaining. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.